What up? Yeah.
Don't do that.
That shit was embarrassing. How you going, folks? We're back with more eneptpodcast. What's going on now?
What up? Player pimp. Swag on that, cuz. What's going on, boys?
Dude, it's been a fucking hot as hell here in fucking Mother Perth.
Can't, bro. This fucking weather is bullshit.
It's like, what, 20? It's like 39 degrees right now.
Bro, I've never used so much aircon and fuel ever.
The environment.
It's,
Yeah,
they've had like,
100%.
what, 40
Fuck yeah.
degree days five times in a row.
Yeah,
120 years of recorded history, and it's never happened.
Holy shit.
No shit.
God damn, man. Anyway,
Fuck.
before we get on too quickly, we have two very special guests.
What up, man?
A stalwart
Hey, go.
of the show.
Fucking okay.
A friend of the show, regular Mr. Xavier Susai. How's it going, man?
Hello. I'm good.
Yeah, and
Oh shit, but anyway.
Britain's finest.
Fuck you, fucking yeah. Look at my fucking dick. What do you want me back?
Swag
it's
on
not-
deck, not dick.
If it's not too much, you could bring that level.
So
up.
animated. It traumatizes me whenever he does that. I'm like, oh, what
I know,
the
me too.
fuck is going on?
My bad.
And we've got Dave Hughes on the mic. What's going on, Dave?
What up, man?
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Is
Damn,
that okay?
man.
Is that all right?
Fuck, that was worse than
That's
Xavier.
horrible.
Right, okay.
I
Well,
was
I'm not going to
British,
suggest
man.
that anyone
He's
looks at my
British.
dick.
That's like that's a very animated hello.
I'm about to throw this bottle at you, Dave.
No.
Well, I haven't seen video footage of this before. Is it a regular thing that you get your dick out?
Nah, I just say swag on deck. There's no dicks out, man.
Swag on dick.
Deck.
I did the same thing.
We thought it was dick for the longest
okay.
time.
We always thought it was dick.
I thought you said dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
It can be.
Apparently, I need to come out of the closet, so
I mean, you're the only one with your nipples showing right now, so
But in your rendition, I thought you said suck on my dick.
Right.
I thought that's what you were saying.
I guess so.
what the
is that
fuck?
why you yelled?
No. That's not even what I yelled. That's not even what I said. I was like, bah.
Like Xavier's playing the game of averages. Like, hey, if I say it enough, it might happen.
Nah, that bombed. Anyway, look. What the fuck, bro? What the fuck's been happening with the Fringe, man? Like, both of you motherfuckers have been gigging a lot or what?
Yeah, I've been getting gigs that I haven't really earned, but that's all right. Borders are
shit.
shut.
Fuck.
Oh
Take
yeah.
advantage of it.
Yeah. Well, that's a.
What do you
taking
mean?
advantage.
What do you mean? You're saying you haven't even earned? You're pretty good on stage.
But I'm getting these gigs because no one could come in.
Oh yeah.
I'm fine with it.
I feel
That's
like-
true.
I'm gonna
That's
take-
fucking true.
It's true. It is true. I'm not gonna pretend that I'll be doing fucking 15, 20-minute spots or whatever 5 times a night if everybody was here. I'd be
It's
doing.
Yeah,
pretty
true.
incredible, actually.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
No, but that's. No, that's pretty humble of you, man, because there's a lot of cunts out there that, like, they, even though they know that there's so many
Oh,
cunts.
they won't acknowledge it.
Yeah, they're
they
like,
won't
yeah, man, I'll be
acknowledge
getting heaps of gigs. I'll probably still
They-
shit, but anyway.
They don't know. That's the problem.
it. Yeah, fair enough.
Not
Especially
no.
the ones that have been doing it only in the last 2 years during COVID.
Yeah.
Dude,
yeah.
just last year and a half.
Yeah. I'm
And
like,
they're-
dude, like, you, there's like 28 of you in Melbourne.
Yeah, you was,
Yeah.
You don't know what you're in for, guys.
Whereas for me, they announced the borders aren't opening up, and then the next morning my phone's just going, puck,
Yeah.
you do these, and and I imagine it's the same for a lot of
shit,
people.
Nuts, yeah.
But
yeah,
again,
it's brutal.
Yeah.
it's circumstantial. It's hard to celebrate it and go, fuck yeah, I'm killing it, when there's a little bit of guilt involved.
Yeah,
Like,
but
we haven't-
you're making fucking hay, right?
Well,
like,
guilt.
just
Hang
do
on,
it.
guilt for what?
yeah.
Well, I know it's not my fault. It's COVID's fault.
Oh,
but
you mean guilty?
yeah,
for
I
them.
don't feel guilty that I'm doing
Like a gig
gigs
itself.
that those people aren't doing. I don't mean that. I just mean like there's a little bit where if nothing else was going on, if everyone was allowed to come in and I was getting these gigs, you can
Yeah.
celebrate that because you can go, fuck, I did this on my own merit.
If
But-
a
Yes, yeah, yeah.
pandemic,
circumstantially, I'm taking advantage of what's going on. So
I feel ya.
it's not as much of a victory as what I'm saying.
I see.
Okay.
I see, yeah.
if a
Yeah.
pandemic killed 99% of the people and I became the best comedian in the world, I won't feel guilty, all right?
No, fuck no.
I'll be like, fuck yeah.
Like, fuck you for having a weak immune system.
You're fucking celebrating with like one arm and shit. And it's fucking
God gave me the good genes.
still
Polio's
bombing on
finest.
stage. Fucking hell. There's like 4 cunts in the crowd. No one's laughing.
Dude, but it's been kind of crazy how much like the how much some shows are selling and some shows are just
Isn't it?
not
Yeah.
selling at all.
Right.
Even like if you do a few in one night and you go to like one, it's a sellout on a Friday night, you're like, oh yeah, fuck, we're back in business. This is how it's going to be.
Yes.
And you get to the next one, there's like 6 people there. Then the next one after that is like a sellout. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I just hate it when people get a gig and they're like, they see the crowd, they go, I'm not doing this gig. It's like, Khan, you're an open micer, man. Do the fucking gig.
Grant, yes. Grant mush it, man. Power to him. He just does gigs in front of 4 people in his own room.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah,
fuck
man.
you guys. I'm going to
Fucking
do it.
hope. Yeah.
I'll be honest,
I
though,
go, fuck, man. I'll
got to
fucking do
one-
it.
It's a fucking sorta in there.
What accent was that?
That was a good Grant, man.
Was it?
Yeah, good Grant mush it.
Yeah, that bombed as well.
You sound like Idi Amin in The Last King of Scotland right now.
That's a good bird, Kat. That's a good fucking bird. Man, he doesn't give a fuck about lineups either, man. Like, so credit to him. Oh, fuck, man.
Dude, how hot is that fucking craft room, though?
Dude, I saw Tay
shit.
and John last night, and I was like, dude, I'm worried about your well-being.
So
man.
for people that have never been to the craft, it's like in a back alley. So there's like a restaurant, and then they've sort of taken one of the alleys with perpendicular to the business besides them,
But-
and they've made it into like a room, like a makeshift
But
room.
they put a tin roof on the top, I think, or something.
And
but
in
it's-
true alley style as well, they left the bins.
yeah, the dumpster is
yes,
still in the back.
it's still in the back.
No
yeah,
shit,
right
what
behind
the
you.
fuck, man?
God, last year I did a gig with Bolin, Emo, and me, right? And
Yeah.
like literally, they left the door open in the back in the dumpster bin, like lit up.
Oh, no.
And so for the hour, like we ended up smelling of bin juice. Like it was
Oh,
That's
fucked.
nasty.
It was nasty.
bro, that is authentic craft right there. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, that's the craft authentically. You know what I
Xavier,
mean?
tell the rest of the story though.
Okay.
What happened?
Just a lovely lady in the front row who I was like, fuck, I can't be bothered going all the way to the back because
Yeah.
I was emceeing. So I just sat next to her.
Right.
Anyway, we went out of the date later.
No
shit.
So he hooked
Hooked
up with
up.
this girl while smelling like a bin.
Yo!
If that is not peak game,
How dirty is this bitch, man?
What does she smell like?
She's one of those like power of positivity entrepreneur ladies. Yeah, I hope that explains why she was like overseeing the
Yeah.
fault of the smell.
Kind of, not really, but kind of.
I want to see the good in you. That's what she said to me.
No, she wants to smell the good in you. You know what I'm saying? Just nothing but ass. God damn, man, that craft gig is something different. Like it's very unique.
talk about it, Bruno.
Because like there's a fan that only works for like 4 people in the back, and the fan's huge.
And it makes a lot of noise, like so it disrupts the show.
yeah,
They got
and-
the air conditioning unit that doesn't actually work. It's actually pulling the air back through. So it's like hot in, hot out. It's fucked, man.
Yeah.
It's like recycling fucking all sweaty air and shit because it's so fucking hot, man.
Yeah.
And even walking up to the stage, like, I'm sweating by the time I get there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck, man, I just bumped into like 4 cunts. So I'm trying to, because like the little
It's
where
a
you walk.
small alleyway.
Yeah, so I give it up for Bruno. It takes about 5 minutes for me to get there.
Yeah.
And then my set's done.
You know
So,
what's been weird to see is like how many people kept coming back to it though. Because I've seen like 3 repeat customers for that craft gig.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
must,
that's because you see 3 people there all the time, so it's not hard to. No, I'm saying
three
you'll
people.
see repeat customers everywhere else, but like in a bigger crowd, you're not going to notice those 3. But them 3 keep coming back.
It's funny because Grant's Good Dick Energy show, it always sells out there.
Yeah,
Even
Yeah.
the hot box
Kills
times. It fucking gets like 60, 60 or 70 people come
Well,
to shows.
to his credit, the show's really good.
It is very
yeah,
good.
Really,
Yeah.
really good.
it does really well too.
Like,
'cause I've been
it's
there a
so
few
good.
times.
They're like, I'm willing to sit in a sauna to watch it.
Yeah,
That's how good the fucking show is. Go to it, cunt.
Catch heat stroke to get these laughs.
Bro, it should be called hot box energy because fuck, man, that room can't fuck me. Even at the back, I'm sweating.
That bomb.
So
know.
I just ignored it. So fucking.
Nah, you caught me. I have to catch him.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I've had 2 bombs already.
Yeah, I got called slipping.
Because comedy festivals usually traditionally are always in cold weather, like usually.
Oh,
so
yes, that's
Edinburgh,
right.
Montreal, fucking when Melbourne's
no Melbourne.
shit. It's
Yeah.
because people laugh when it's colder. Like it's a true thing, man. Like it's a thing.
So
So it's like a sign.
Yeah, it's a scientific fact, man.
Fuck.
But yeah, they find that especially like fringes in mid fucking dead heat summer. It's just weird. I mean,
So
I'm
remember
amazed
that when you're
people
eating
do that.
shit on stage next time, it's because it's 41 degrees.
just blame it on the
Do you
weather.
remember
Yeah.
we're sitting with Gerard at the back of the Greenwood Tavern?
Yeah.
And we're like, man, it fucking. What are we talking about? But his line was, "What? The only thing that makes a good comedy room is the aircon."
Oh yeah, no, that's right. Because like we're talking about rooms and how like certain rooms like can be difficult, like and all type of stuff. I was saying certain rooms need to be run a certain way. You know, the lighting, like all this.
Yeah.
And the only thing that he said, we were talking for like 5 minutes, was me, Glenn, Tabo, each had to chime in to say something. He was listening from. Even though there was like a little circle, he was like all the way outside the circle. Wasn't even? He didn't even look like he was part of the conversation.
Yeah.
And then he goes, "Did it have aircon?" And we're like,
I'm
"Fucking
surprised
what?"
he talked to you because he doesn't normally talk to open micers.
And then Tamo goes, "What the fuck, man?" He goes, No. I only do gigs if there's aircon. Nah, no, sorry.
right, yeah.
Nah, I don't do it.
I'm not going to do this.
It doesn't have aircon. I'm not doing it, man.
Bro, you need to do just a gig, just in general, man. Like, fuck, you don't get much gigs as this guy. No aircon, and that was it. And then he just.
Dude, he's the funniest. At that same gig, he was flying outside the gig, even though he wasn't on the gig.
Oh, yeah, he does that.
He wasn't on the show, and he's flying for his own show.
But I mean, there was one at ECC when he, you know, all respect to him, he just ate shit, and then at the end of it, he had
All
the
respect to
audacity
him, yeah.
to start talking about how he's got a fringe show. I was like, now's not the time, bro. Now's not the time.
I don't know. Let's describe the actual gig. I got him to wear an avocado outfit, which he wore for a little bit, and then just as he gets on stage, he pulls it off and goes, "Oh, I've just got eczema."
So he did the gig holding it.
He's
He did
got
the
a
gig
gig
just holding it under
a
his arm.
costume. He's not even wearing it.
Jesus Christ.
And then just like does the gig. He doesn't do very well, and at the end goes, "If you really like that, just come to my show." I fucking love him, mate. I love him so much.
Fuck,
Dude,
man.
he's such an original.
Bro, I remember
a treasure.
how like you asked him, like, bro, like, what the fuck, man? Like, you flying out your show and you like weren't even on the lineup.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I just gave him just a few lines and they liked it. I was like, hey, if you like that, come to the show. And I
Yeah,
was
he
like,
told him some jokes.
Wait,
I don't think
he's
they laughed.
flying and telling jokes
told
as he
him
goes.
like a few one-liners.
Wow.
And then he was, yeah, come see the rest if you enjoyed that.
I love that. Let me wet your whistle.
Yeah.
And then...
You want the rest of that sentence? You got to come here.
Oh, fuck, man.
Fucking hell. I told you about the mosquito thing, though, right? Like, how
Oh, yeah.
at the
Oh, yeah.
outside, where
Fuck
he
me,
sprays
Kat.
that fucking thing.
Yeah, it's
And I'm
oh
like-
man, it's these plants. Like they're fake
The
plants.
fake plants. It's like, you never know the mind of the mosquito.
That's
That's how somebody would say as well,
dude.
Oh,
Dave,
fuck.
you're a writer, man. You need to fucking write something for Gerard,
You have
man.
to write something for me. No, I'm not, I don't think you can write for him. I don't think you can write for him because his thing is just so
Unique.
yeah.
I mean, I've read
don't know
your
what-
tweets in his voice. And
You have. He's not.
I can see
He's not fucking kidding. One time he opened like I don't know. He just fucking grabbed like a screenshot of about 50 of my tweets and then just read them in this group chat that we're in Gerard voice. The
No
whole
shit.
thing.
Oh,
And then the
that's
next
hilarious.
day. He's talking like this.
I lost my voice.
I can't speak.
I don't know how he's able to speak like this. The human voice doesn't work.
Yeah. How does he put on his own voice all the time?
Dude, sorry, go on.
Bro, do you know what's fucked up, man? Like, I'm trying to get better at writing. Obviously, it's still shit house. But then, like, I'm trying to get better at writing, and like, I'll write a joke, and I think it's gold, and I'll share with these cunts. I'm like, what the fuck's this retarded shit? And then this cunt, I sent Xavier like my joke, and this cunt read it in Gerard voice.
And it was good.
It made sense.
Yeah, man, for Gerard.
Dude, it was a perfect Gerard bit.
Why did you call Mark McGowan John McGowan? That's what I want to know. It detracts from the actual joke itself.
Bro, I literally thought his name was John McGowan.
Where did you find that?
No, because I heard of McGowan is Prime Minister cunt or whatever, and I was like,
He's not even the Prime Minister.
the president of WA. I don't know.
I love how we all go, man, Gerard's retarded. Then bring us. Yeah, man, fucking Prime Minister John McGowan's a fucking idiot.
I legit thought it was John McGowan, and the first time I said it, people started laughing. I was like, what the fuck is cuz laughing at? It's Mark McGowan. I was like, yeah, fucking John, Mark, whatever, fuck the cunt anyway. But it, I thought his name was John cunt.
Dude, that is so retarded.
I
Me and
just
Gerard
remembered
should write together.
it was the moon landing thread, wasn't it? That was one of the
Yeah,
ones that
yeah.
you did. You did the whole moon landing thread. I did this tweet thread about how the moon landings are fake, and he read
Yeah.
the whole thing in the
As
Gerard
Gerard.
voice.
Can I ask a question? If we were to take Gerard and put him in a movie.
Yeah.
It needs to be a drama. There can't be a comedy. What would be the movie to put him in?
Well, an already existing movie.
An already existing movie.
I got one.
Okay.
Gone Girl.
What?
Yeah.
Like, Gerard, did you murder your wife? No, yeah, she went missing. I don't know. I just got, we have a shed and we have a...
But the funniest part is he actually didn't do it, but he's getting framed.
That's right. Yeah, I went out to the shops the other day to get some avocados. I came home, she wasn't home, she was gone. And also, what's going on? She didn't even left a minute or anything like that.
Your voice is going to be fucked up, his podcast.
I got chased by a duck on my way to the shop. I think that's why she left, actually. It was a duck that chased her.
That's a real story, by the way, man.
Gerard,
that's a real story.
Gerard is basically Rick Moranis from Ghostbusters. Like, he's literally that character. Like,
Oh, you reckon?
Yeah.
Dude, I haven't seen Ghostbusters in a while.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, shit.
What about The Matrix?
Are we talking
Red
about
pill,
putting
blue pill. Can I take both of them? I got high blood pressure.
I thought they were suppositories.
Hey, you know what, Neo, man? Maybe you're the one, maybe you're not. I mean, it's not very clear.
Yeah, I bombed.
Dude, yeah, thanks. I just cried to myself.
You know what he's going to do? He's going to take this portion and promote it for his next show. 100%, that's what he's going to do.
Oh, fuck. And I'm going to take the credit.
Goddamn,
I'll say
man.
I'll read all the jokes. Just get a bit more gigs, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But
Later,
anyway,
later.
what else has been going on with you fellas? With life. Fucking, it's been hard to just manage fucking real life when all this fringe shit is going on.
It's
eh?
been a crazy fucking week.
Yeah, you got a lot of shit going on, don't you?
I said, since since everyone else can't do it,
Yeah.
I'm about a lot.
You're working a lot. How many gigs are you getting a week?
Don't know actually.
I did.
Fuck, is it that much?
Yeah. Well,
You did. How many did you do last night? 4 or something?
I did
like
4 last night.
Fuck yeah. That's dope, man.
I think 4 on the Saturday. That was my first.
that. Bruno was booked for one, but he he didn't actually get to do it.
I bumped into him in the street between gigs, and yeah.
That was.
I've never been so pissed, can't I?
What happened?
No, because this is the second time now, Cat.
What happened?
Like, it was, I seen Dude Night before, and I was like, hey, man, am I on the... Just to clarify the times, because the same show's going to be on, like, the next night.
Yeah.
And I was on 8:50, and I was like, hey, it's the same tomorrow night. And he was like, yeah, just let me double check. And he double checked. He was like, yeah, you're on 8:50 tomorrow night. And I was like, okay, cool. So that was Friday night.
Yeah.
And then get there at like 8:45, and I sent Dude a message. I was like, hey, man, I just parked my car. I'm walking to the gig now. I'll be a few minutes. He goes, oh, shit, you actually weren't meant to be on tonight. And I was like, fucking what? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, oh, hey, man, can you get on the 9:55 show? And I was like, fucking hell, man. But I didn't, like, reply and shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, fuck this cunt and his gigs. Like, you know what I mean? Because, like, you fucked me over twice. Now it's like, I was drinking, like, with a mate of mine and shit, chilling. And all of a sudden, I had to rush to do a gig I wasn't even on. And I don't want to stay there just to do the 9:55 gig.
I mean,
like,
the problem
respect
with
my time, cunt.
Problem with Fringe as well, like when people are just cramming so many shows as much as they can to make maximum yield.
Yeah,
Last year it was great because it was literally a bit of a license to print cash. Like, we had no masks, we had no fear. The border was closed.
Yep.
No cunts were coming in.
That's not true though. There was a little period where
there was at the end.
At
Towards
the end.
Yeah, at the end.
Was it at the end?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
but
right
at the
end.
start, man, it was
Oh,
like
it was amazing. It was
gangbusters.
fucking
that's true.
gangster shit. Every show was full.
Yeah.
Like nearly every
Yeah.
show. And then what had happened was there's, people just kind of decided, oh yeah, maybe Control-C, Control-V, copy the fucking format and try to do it again. But then it's on steroids now because you got a bunch of open micers doing full shows.
That's right.
Yeah.
All sorts of shit like that.
Bro, it's a lot of them, man. Like,
It's a lot.
even though, like, me and Taba, like, about to a show and like we discussed it, like, man, like, you know what? We don't have half an hour of non-stop laughter, like, material. You know what I mean?
Doing a
That's
split
like-
bill.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, man, let's just work on that shit this year, and then next year come back harder, and we actually try out, like, the Fringe show, like, split for next year type thing.
But you felt good about that decision, right?
Of course, yeah.
It relieved you of all the stresses of fucking promo because
yeah.
you're setting a much higher standard for yourself than quite a lot of other acts during Fringe.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, like now I'm just noticing it actually that like a lot of people don't really know what they were doing and are just having a swing.
Yeah.
Which in a way, that's kind of cool. Like you got to encourage it. It's brave.
But it's not that because I mean. Sorry to interrupt. It's just we've had that conversation before. Like you've mentioned how you think it's good for the scene that there's comedians that shouldn't be doing solo shows. But I disagree. I think it is damaging. I think the people that come out to comedy just for Fringe and don't come any other time of the year, which is probably quite a lot of people, I would
Yeah,
imagine.
of course, yeah.
I think that those ones, if they go to one of those shows that's just absolute shithouse, that's their that's what they think
but I mean,
comedy is.
I see. My
That's what
argument.
stand-up comedy is, even for some people, because that's the only.
If that's the only time they expose themselves to it, like the Perth comedy scene, they're going to assume that that's what comedy in Perth is like. I know what you're saying. You were saying that.
No, like my argument is, if you go to a shop and you see a fucking massive range of whiskeys, you kind of know the one or two that are quite good because everybody talks about it and that's what it is. You're always still going to have fucking 150 different whiskeys, and most of them are going to eat shit, right?
True.
Same with comedy, man. Like you're going to have these people with all the stuff, this product, but the key thing is that the word of mouth reputation of a successful show trumps by like 10, 20 fucking times of like walk-in trade because people go, oh shit, that one's good. Yeah, it's your reputation is more important in the fucking thing than a lot of things. So like the mistake, I guess the lesson that a lot of these guys are going to learn is that if you put a show together and it doesn't work well, it takes 3 years to reclaim it because people still remember it. And even Fringe as well, kind of subtly without them kind of open or being open about it, they'll go, oh, that show is going to eat shit like the next year and the year after and the year after. So you're kind of better off just going, I am good. This is when I'm ready.
Yes.
If I can do it.
Yeah.
I hope that's the case.
I don't think a lot of them actually like self-reflect and actually think like that. Because a lot of them, when they do have bad shows, they just go, nah, the crowd wasn't that much into it. I know this is good. Yeah. So some people have, like, let's say half an hour worth of material. 7 minutes is hot. Yeah, but the rest is sort of up and down type thing. Like not talking shit about their set, but just saying, like, objectively speaking, if you go to their show, 7 minutes is fucking fire. Yeah, and then the rest is just like up, fillers down. Of course, stuff. Yeah,
like if I get to the point where I want to do an hour, like if that, say in like 3 or 4 years, or whatever, I decide I want to do my own solo show. I don't want to be at a point where I go, right, I got like 30 or 40 decent minutes, and now I need to work out what I want to be like. All right, I got 2 hours that I've done over the last few years.
Yeah, exactly.
I need to be able to cut it down. Like, what do I get rid of? Not what can I fucking fill it with.
Yes,
like,
exactly.
What do I get rid of?
That's a good way to look at it.
In terms of quality, because because a lot of people have jokes, but they don't have quality. Well, I'm saying the same thing. We all about myself. Yeah. I got a lot of jokes, just not. No, it's like we have a lot of jokes, just not a lot of quality jokes.
Yeah.
I watched Ben Elton's show, which was 2 hours, and he split it into 2 sections. It was
Ben Elton.
Yeah. No shit. And holy fuck, it was amazing. Like it was, because he just takes you through narratives and you're still laughing and there's a lot of things up and down. So like a guy, you know how like all these guys are kind of going like, here's my full solo show, but they've got like 3 or 4 support acts.
Yes, that's right.
And you really only see about 15, 20 minutes of them. Yeah. And then like
some
the show,
even 15.
Yeah. And the show starts at like 7 and it ends at 7:45 when it's an hour show on the register. But like it's cool. I mean, do it. But then like you go, all right, well, some people are going to go, fuck, man, I paid like $30 for that show. Yeah. Like, I'm not going to get that. And then, like, Ben Elton, man, holy fuck. Like, that cunt, I reckon he wrote 10 hours of shit.
But he's also been doing this for like 30 years or so. He's like, I remember when I was a kid, I'd see him on TV.
I've never seen anything that where the guy can hold someone for like 2.5 hours. Like,
that's unbelievable.
That's the other thing as well. Like, somebody wanted to do a split bill with me for this year, and around registration time was when I just went, I actually don't think I can, even though I feel like I have enough material for like half an hour, maybe not tried and tested, or I'm so confident it will work. And as you say, there'll be fillers in there. But I was like, I don't even know if I can hold a room for that long. Like, can I hold their attention for that long? Like, that's a big fucking ask of someone who's been doing comedy for like a year. I'm not ready for that.
Yeah, because the funny thing about comedy is some people, especially nowadays, I feel like people view this as a legitimate way to get rich.
Oh,
And even if it's not rich, like famous first.
Famous first and then actually wealthy, because they've seen like your Kevin Hart's, your fucking all these YouTube Vine TikTok stars, and like, oh man, all it takes is like one viral video, one viral clip, and then I'm like, I don't have to work at McDonald's anymore.
It's funny because that like whole thing of like all it takes is one viral video thing, that's like a very 10 years ago kind of.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
And to your point earlier as well, it takes one solo show where you just fucking burn your name for 3 years.
That's
and you're done in the same regard.
For sure.
That's the shit thing about it, man. Because like a lot of the time, like people were like looking for that viral video, like, and all that shit. And it's just they forget a lot of these famous comics. They had it fucking hard. If they were to break down them coming up, it's brutal, excruciating. You know what I mean?
It sucked.
But they just see what's like I'm a grown little man, from Kevin Hart, and then Seriously Funny. They just see that instead of like that's the almost the summit of the fucking mountain. When all the work of being an open mic and breaking into being a professional,
driving 5 hours from Philadelphia to New York every night.
That's what I mean. They forget about all that, but they just see like the special that's at the top, and they go, "Oh, all it takes is that special." But it's like you didn't even do any. Like you got a helicopter to land there with your shitty.
It's an
hour.
incredibly materialistic viewpoint. You know
that's
what I mean?
Like,
yeah,
all about what they own and shit.
It's
like the poser douchebaggery about it all.
Yeah,
fuck that.
I mean, because we all grew up like quite struggling.
We did. Yeah. All four of us.
Yeah. Like we had a poor upbringing.
Yeah.
So like I can see how someone would be like, man, what's the quickest way to get from there to here?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I just feel like the thing that you love doing, if your main focus is making money from it, then you can say goodbye to money. I think if you're always chasing money, then even the product itself, the thing that you're trying to do, is going to suffer.
You started tweeting what year? 2012?
Yeah.
Fuck, that's a long time.
And you just tweeted into the fucking ethos.
I tweeted
right?
to no one for the longest time.
Yeah.
Right.
And I just figured, like, if I do this now, it's like having a back catalogue basically of work where at some point someone's going to see it, and someone will also see that I did this for like 3 or 4 years when no one was watching.
Yeah, true.
So and I see the original tweets. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And how have you evolved over time with that? Like, what sort of things have you done to be able to sort of get better at doing it other than just tweeting?
Honestly, I've been slacking for about a year for my personal stuff because it's a really difficult position when you have, like, obviously we all have a certain amount of time or whatever, but like I wanted to grow Twitter to a point where I could make use of it for some reason, you know, whether it's get a big audience or whatever. Again, I wasn't like chasing money, but I knew that was a good way to like get things started. And once it started, it's like, you know, say you write like fucking 10 tweets, 15 tweets a week or whatever. As you're writing them, literally on my phone, I'm like, oh, this is actually quite suitable for X, Y, or Z. Like, I know that they'll buy this. Where you're like, do I tweet this for free or do I sell it? Like, you know.
Right.
I didn't know. I didn't know tweets fucking work like that. Like, you can sell tweets.
As in, you know, like I'm contracted with some people to submit anywhere between about 10 to 25 like original jokes a week.
No shit.
They pay like a retainer to have you as a staff writer, and then on top of that, you're contractually obligated to send them every week. You need to send them whatever your agreed upon number is. So if I'm tweeting stuff for me, like sometimes I'm like, I haven't even finished that first joke packet yet. I'll just stick that in there and they can have it because I know it will suit them.
True.
But you know, I mean, obviously you have to consider the voice that you're writing into. Like if I'm selling it to like one of those like a dating app or a dating site or whatever for their page, I can't just, you know, it can't be full of death references or, you know what I mean? Like it has to be.
Right.
You got to stay true to yourself, man.
No,
shut the fuck up.
No, because when you do get there, you stay true to the money.
Amen to that.
Dude, this is on you're huge on Twitter. When I was on Reddit one time and I was looking through, I think it was called White People Twitter. Like the page.
Oh, you are like white people Twitter.
I sorted it by like top posts of all time, and I'm like, is that Dave?
Bro,
holy shit, that's fucking Dave.
Bro, like, you know, to spin out, like me having European background, like people don't believe me like that I'm white. Sometimes I see your tweets. I don't really understand like a lot of them. So like when I look at them, I'm like, fuck man, this cunt's so white, eh? Like there's so much white language involved in it. You know, I'm sitting there going, fuck yeah, cunt. I still like it though, but I keep scrolling. I don't know what you said.
But it's because that's
what it means.
That's kind of what Twitter. It still kind of does it, and most social media platforms do it too. But they put you in a group. The algorithm puts you in an area, and it knows who to put you in front of.
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
So if I write in a certain voice, but if I started to write like y'all, I'd never say that. It doesn't even fucking feel right. It's an American thing.
Yeah.
But if I started to write that, it would start to put my stuff in front of other people.
No shit. Yeah, like rednecks and black people.
Well, but do you know what I mean? Like it's strategic. Every word, especially when Twitter was like 140 characters, it's like 280 now.
Yeah,
but usually 140.
Shit.
So brevity was like way more important, and then you'd have to consider every word. And sometimes you could like, I can take that word out, be like, that it's too important though.
Yeah, it's like
That helps people categorize.
So you essentially learned how to do word economy through Twitter, like wrote jokes.
Yeah,
Because
like
I've seen your
proper
jokes, cunt. Like you fucking tight.
Yes,
Even like for an open micer, like you are fucking tight. Like, I'm like,
so
holy
sexual right now. Dude, he has it in a fist. He's like, you're fucking tight. Dude, why are you poking your fist?
Nah, because you see cunts, you see cunts that just fucking waffle for like ages when they start out, and then their payoff is so shit, and you're like, fuck off, like you get really upset. Yeah.
Well, a lot of people don't. Like I think when you're starting comedy as well, like I know everyone's, you got to get that laugh in really quickly. You got to get it laughing really quickly. But so many people are like storytellers and see like Dave Chappelle or whatever.
Yep.
And they watch that too much of that stuff and go, look, no one knows who you are. No one gives you the benefit of the doubt when you step up there to go like, I'm safe with him. Oh, I can let him talk for like 2 minutes before he makes me laugh.
There's a rule of the 7 seconds.
Yeah.
Like the moment you get up on stage, you have 7 seconds to
Make
convince them that they're ready and geared.
Yeah.
If you don't,
break the tension and let them know that,
and
like,
you lose,
okay, I do know what I'm doing.
You lose 20% of the laughs if
No
you don't
shit.
fucking get something right there or set the scene within 7 seconds.
No
What's
shit.
like
I've been
what's-
fucking up bad then. Keep going.
What's your like? If you could say this is my proudest tweet.
That's
like
a good one.
The one I put in,
But
like showed my skill level the highest.
The Catcher in the Rye one was the one I think that went viral first. I don't know if you know that one. It's like the guy's reading Catcher in the Rye, and then it's a little clenched fist and he goes, "Oh, I just love the way he catches all that rye," which is just
It's
again,
not even
that,
celebrating the birth of his son. That should be his favorite tweet of all. This fucking guy.
But no,
The
no.
ego in this fucking guy.
But that's the one, like, that's the one that went nuts, and like people were putting on fucking plaques in schools and shit. And I was
Oh,
like, oh,
shit.
that's
Wow.
the one that made me.
Fuck. I don't get it.
Oh shit.
I actually don't get that joke, to be honest.
Have you read
What?
Catcher in the Rye?
Nah.
Dude, you should have stopped at have you read?
I do read, you fucking cunts.
Anime.
No, I do read. It's just it's hard for me to stay awake while reading.